Well, good evening and welcome to the 39th Annual Volunteer Recognition Banquet. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. So when you came in this morning and checked in, you all received a gift certificate to Jack's Junior Cinemas in downtown Littleton, which goes along well with our theme because the summertime is a great opportunity to go to the movies and see the most recent action-packed superhero film. So enjoy. Well, thank you. All right, so first I would like to take a minute to recognize 3 volunteers that passed away during the past year. First, we have Jewel Fogg, who is the beloved founder of the Littleton Regional Healthcare Volunteer Department. After her retirement, she volunteered from 2000 to 2009 with over 841 hours. Ella Warren. Ella volunteered from 1980 to 2004, which is roughly 20 years of service to the hospital. She donated a total of 4,747 hours, which is outstanding. Next, we have Stan Middleman. Both Stan and his wife Ellen were valued volunteers at the hospital for many years. They began volunteering in 1988 when I was 3 years old. Side note.
Thanks for that.
And they were here to 2011. Stan donated 3,574 hours. So please join me in a brief moment of silence. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank the following people for their help with the banquet tonight. We have Jurgen in the Food and Nutrition Department for the excellent dinner. Yes, give a round of applause for that. We have the LRH employees and physicians who served as the waitresses and waiters at the event. So a round of applause for them. We have Henry Want in the facilities department for their setup and the cleanup of the event tonight. We have the physicians and employees who donated money towards your appetizers, and their names are recognized on the table. So big round of applause to them. We have Gail Clark for taking photographs tonight. And we also have Lori Morgan, Anna Rio, Ellen Roy, Kathy Somerville, Sandy Lozo, and Tiffany Mooney for all their help with the banquet. Thank you so much. And finally, they're hiding in the corner, but my 3 lovely assistants tonight that will be bringing the gifts and the pins to you. So a round of applause to them. So up first, we have one of the hospital's main superheroes, Mr. Bill Bedore. He is the vice chairman and the treasurer for the hospital's board of trustees. So please join me in welcoming Bill to the podium.
I'll put that back in here. Let's put this back in and see how it works.
You're a little taller than me, so.
Yeah, I'm a little taller, and I'm also much louder. I'm just loud. So I'm not sure how much we need this with my voice. But again, I'm Bill Bedore. Many of you know me. I grew up here in Littleton, moved away and came back. So it's good to see a lot of familiar faces here. I am the vice chairman and treasurer here at LRH. I've been on the board for 7 or so years, and look forward to possibly taking over the chairmanship in a couple. Our esteemed chairman, Steve Truboff, would have liked to be here, but he is traveling, and so he has, for the 2nd year in a row, provided me the ability to hang out with you wonderful folks. It's repetitive now, but I've got to say it, 1, because I wanted to, and 2, because it's just amazing. How about dinner? How about the food? I mean, Jurgen and his team have certainly brought a new meaning to hospital food. And it's definitely not the meaning that you usually associate with it, right? So those of us who spend a lot of time here, and that includes a lot of you, are very thankful that that's the case. So that instead of dreading coming to the hospital from that perspective, we can enjoy it. So I knew we were in good shape. My first hospital board meeting, I think we had filet mignon. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good position, one way or the other. So here we are again, the beginning of summer. Yeah, you can tell by the way I'm dressed with my boat shoes and my white pants. I saw the Reverend has his white pants on tonight. I didn't put my tie on, however, but he's always been a spiffier dresser than I have. So it's hard to believe that it's the beginning of summer again, and that a year ago we were sitting here, many of us together, saying a little bit of a tearful temporary goodbye to Sharon Sunman. Good to see her back today again. I'm not sure where she's sitting. Oh, she's gone. Okay, well, she was here. Most of you got to see her, so that was really nice. And we're very, very fortunate to, even after her long years of service, and not to say that she's old, just very, and anybody who knows her and sees her, you let her know that I said that. But we were so fortunate to have Amy step into her shoes, and they were really good. But congratulations. Nice job. Yeah, I didn't. Did anybody put their tattoos on? I didn't. Did you? Good. Okay. I was going to put the Superman. I was going to put the Superman tattoo on Warren's forehead, but he wouldn't let me.
I didn't get a picture of that.
It didn't happen. I couldn't get away with it. He calls me his boss, but he doesn't do what I tell him to do. So I don't know how that works. Listen, I don't want to take too much time. We've got a wonderful, reasonably short engagement tonight. So, but again, looking back on the last 12 months, it's been a great 12 months for LRH. It really has. And I've had the opportunity in the last year to travel around New Hampshire quite a bit, and to meet a lot of the other board chairmen of different healthcare facilities, to see those facilities, and it always amazes me. You go from the biggest, I think it's the biggest healthcare facility in New Hampshire, which is Dartmouth-Hitchcock, Catholic Medical Center in Manchester. A good friend is the COO. Of course, we've got Weeks to our north, and Berlin, and some other places. And it always amazes me when I go to those places and talk to those people how very fortunate we are here. We have got an amazing facility here. And when I say facility, I want to, we certainly have a great building. We're very fortunate to have, a lot of those other buildings are really getting on in years. But beyond that, it's really not about the facility. Even though we've got a great facility, we've got great equipment, we're very fortunate for all of that stuff, and we're very fortunate to have this here in our little town. But it's really about the people, right? And I'm sure that this is almost exactly what I said last year, but it's still just as true as it was last year, which is it's really about all of you. It's about the volunteers, it's about our staff, it's about our docs, it's about our nurses, and it's an amazing team. And so I just am here to thank you tonight from the board's perspective, give you an official thank you, both from the board and a less official personal thank you from myself for making this last year another great one at LRH, and for the wonderful year that I'll expect the next 12 to be. And hopefully Steve will be traveling again this time next year, and I'll be able to step into his shoes and speak with you again. So thank you all. Give yourselves all a big round of applause.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
So next, it's a bird. It's a plane. Well, it's Warren West, CEO of Littleton Regional Healthcare.
You're bad.
I know.
You're very bad. Don't say I don't play along. This was not my idea. So, please bear with me. I am no Superman and I am no superhero. I may be a mild reporter, but My wife might not tell you that I'm mild too often, or I'm not always mild. But we're not here about me, because I'm not the hero. You all are the hero. So I really think tonight's theme is a great theme about superheroes, because that's what you all are to us. So it's a privilege. This is my 7th year to be able to attend this event with you. I hope we all have many, many years together. You know, I always start out with some statistics. There are 245 of you now being part of the LRH family. We have 17 complementary therapists. Any of you all here tonight, if you could stand? Thank you. "33 musicians. Any of you here tonight? Stand. Thank you. Let's see. 23,893 hours. That is 1,000 more than last year. That number just keeps growing. It is amazing. So thank you. 41 new volunteers this year. Any new volunteers here this year? Could you stand? Thank you. And that just speaks words of volumes for the program, because you all must be telling other folks this is a good place to spend your time, because we just keep growing with our volunteers. That's why you're superheroes, or one of the many reasons why you're superheroes. We're expanding now into the emergency department, a new program. This is going to help our patients flow through the system a lot easier, because your volunteers, your peers will be there to help with getting patients back and forth to radiology, getting lab specimens back and forth. So it's going to be a great new program to help our patients get through the emergency department much faster. As Bill said, we've got a new director, Amy. We've got a new complementary coordinator, Beth. So we have some great new teammates here that have to take over for some big shoes. But I think you two are doing a great job, so thank you very much. With our roaming volunteer program, you guys visited 1,190 patients. So these are patients in our care who may not have a whole lot of visitors, but you all go by and spend time with them, and it's a great program. We have 32 volunteers in our family support team, and that keeps growing. We provided over 170 Reiki sessions, 45 aromatherapy sessions, 120 massage sessions, 100 musical therapy sessions, and we have our iPad program, and they went out for use for about 175 times, so it is amazing. So, with you superheroes, we have an extremely robust volunteer program, and you make it what it is. I can tell you that the program we have here, because of all of you, my peers all over the state are jealous with the program we have. It is absolutely amazing. So, let's spend a little time thinking about superheroes. So how are the LRH volunteers like superheroes? Well, superheroes have traits, right? So superheroes have extraordinary powers or abilities, exceptional skills, super strengths, enhanced senses. Each superhero also brings unique skills and abilities that sets them apart from other superheroes. Volunteers exemplify these same traits, using their skills and abilities to help our patients and visitors, and overall help with the operations of the hospital, as well as us maintaining our vision and mission. Each volunteer brings their unique sets of skills to the table. Yes, you are superheroes. Superheroes have strong morals, right? Willingness to put service of others first without expectation of reward. Volunteers have good morals and always put patients, visitors, and the overall needs of the hospital above their own. They do this for free without any expectation or payment or reward. We obviously get to spend time with you tonight for dinner, but you all do it on your own, in your own time, and you are truly superheroes for this. Superheroes have a distinct motivation a sense of responsibility or calling. Volunteers are motivated by their willingness to do good and help others in the community. You are superheroes. Superheroes have a distinctive costume, often used to conceal their secret identity. Right? So what do you guys got? You all have your green uniforms and your smiling faces. And that's what makes you superheroes. Superheroes have headquarters or bases of operations. Volunteers are the primary component here at LRH. You help us with the essential functions of the headquarters, right? The headquarters, the hospital campus. So it's wonderful to have as many as we have here every day with your smiling faces, your costumes, and your amazing powers. So, superheroes have traits, right? They have traits that sort of supporting cast members, and they have friends and families and coworkers. You all do as well. You support each other, substituting each other, working together at desks, supporting the hospital in the whole. So truly, you are superheroes in our eyes, every day, in and out. Without each of you, the superheroes in this organization, we would, as Bill said, not be who we are today. You affect the atmosphere, the culture, you affect what every patient sees and feels when they come through the door. We can't do it without you. So, I don't want you to jump off rooftops with your capes. I don't want you to stop a speeding train with your bare hands. I don't want you to climb brick walls with your spider webs, or any other kind of superhero act like that. But what I do want you to do, hopefully, is to continue to be a superhero in your role at LRH and continue to make us one of the greatest hospitals in this state. And it is our job to make sure every day you are here, you feel you're valued, and hopefully you can go home and say, I was really rewarded by being part of LRH that day. So, I want to thank you all very much once again this year for the work you do for us and the time you spend with us, because we're not the same without you. So thank you.
Thank you, Warren.
Thank you.
So it's now time to move on to the award segment of the evening. So I ask that if your name is called to please stand in your seat, and one of my lovely 3 assistants will bring you your pin or your award. So we start with the awards for total hours. The awards are given at 100 hours, 500 hours, and for every 500 after that. So receiving their 100-hour pin in alphabetical order: Brian Bain, Stella Burrington, Marion Edmonds, Linda Holmes, Jerry Keenan, Ann Knights, David Landon, Jackie Larson, Sylvia LeBlanc, Shelley McCullum, Penny McKeever, Anna Menendez, Chris Murray, Yulia Perkins, Doug Waits, and Don Wharton. So congratulations. Next, receiving their 500-hour pins in alphabetical order: Deb Ames, Arlita Bard, Sandra Blodgett, Sister Monica, Rachel Clark, Elizabeth Colligan, Pat Curtis, Patty Howard, George Kirk, Susan Crable, Louis Lavoie, Lucy Magoon, Elaine Marshall, Tom Marshall, Elio Polinsky, David Pelletier, Ginny Phelan, Virginia Raquel, Donald Sebastian, Emily Smith, Kathy Somerville, Maggie Starr, Bobby Terrell, and Donna Wright. So congratulations. Next, we have receiving their 1,000-hour pins in alphabetical order: Candy Black, Nate Carmen, Nancy Collins, Tom Duplessis, Nancy Freenstra, Burl Clary, Mary Jane Merritt, Lori Morgan, Carrie Morrill, and Gerald Start. Congratulations. Got it. And next we have receiving their 15,000-hour pins. That would be a lot, wouldn't it be? 1,500. Good catch. In alphabetical order: June Eaton, Jenny Fox, Ray Hopkins, Faye Jennings, Shirley Lewis, Heidi Morrison, and Lucy Pino. Congratulations. And receiving their 2,000-hour pins in alphabetical order, we have Priscilla Dean, Jan Kotok, and Jane Smalley. Congratulations. One more. And receiving their 2,500-hour pins in alphabetical order, Pat Campbell, Linda Fahey, and Nancy McNeil. Congratulations. And receiving their 4,500-hour pin and a lovely bouquet of flowers, Margaret Harrigan. And next we move on to another set of superheroes, awards for the total number of years volunteered. We give pins out at every 10 years and then for every 5 years after that. So receiving their 10-year pins in alphabetical order: Alden Crawford, Ray Hopkins, Jan Kotok, Kay Lofgren, Linda Mordhurst, and Dawn Sargent. Congratulations. And this year, receiving their 20-year pin, Pat Campbell. Congratulations. And now we will recognize the volunteers who donated between 200 and 299 hours in this past year. In alphabetical order, we have Georgia Broder, Sheila Chase, Nancy Collins, Pat Curtis, Tom Duplessis, Guy Harriman, Faye Jennings, Jan Kotok, Reg LaFlamme, Marianne Langdock, Sandy Lozo, Daphne McDonald, Elaine Marshall, Dr. Richard Monroe, Sandy Monroe, and Lori Morgan, Carrie Morrill, Yulia Perkins, Ginny Phelan, Karen Ripp, and Jean Thompson. So congratulations. And next we recognize our volunteers that donated between 300 and 500 hours in this past year alone. In alphabetical order: Sandra Blodgett, Priscilla Dean, June Eaton, Jenny Fox, Margaret Harrigan, Burl Clary, Louis Lavoie, Shirley Lewis, Mary Jane Merritt, Heidi Morrison, Emily Smith, Maggie Starr, and our volunteer with the most hours in this past year, Donna Wright. And now we move on to our special awards. Up first, the Wonder Woman Award. The Wonder Woman Award goes to somebody that donates a lot of hours to this hospital, with the second most behind Donna. She is a valued member of the hospital auxiliary, working at the gift shop and the gift kiosk, and also an amazing member of my department. Our Wonder Woman is Maggie Starr. Next, the Superman Award. Our Superman volunteers in the upper atrium. He'll substitute at a moment's notice, especially during a snowstorm. He gets rave reviews from his fellow volunteers, employees, and patients and visitors. He exemplifies many superhero strengths, including excellent customer service. Our Superman is Jeff Howard. Next, the Supergirl Award. Our Supergirl started out volunteering in the lower atrium, and shortly after she came to me and said, I would like a little more duties and responsibilities. So I put her in the upper atrium. About 2 days after that, I could use a little more. So each and every Friday, I have to make sure I have a project for this particular volunteer. And she also happens to have an excellent first name. Our Supergirl is Amy Cowens. The Robin Award. Robin is Batman's sidekick, but a powerful superhero by his own right. He's known for his ability to help others and to work as a team, benefiting the community. Our Robin is someone who also shares these characteristics. He is Aiden Mitz. The Iron Man Award. Iron Man is known in his everyday life as Tony Stark. Now, Tony doesn't necessarily have superhero strengths and abilities, but he used his intelligence to build the famous Iron Man suit. Now, our Iron Man also has a great understanding of technology, especially when it comes to fixing all my iPads for our iPad lending program. Our Iron Man is Tom Marshall. The Spider-Man Award. Spider-Man is known for his agility and flexibility. In regards to scheduling and filling in as a substitute, our Spider-Man, or I should say Spider-Woman, is also very flexible and willing to help others. Our Spider-Woman is Faye Jennings. The Sidekick Award. Although sidekicks may be a little less known than their famous counterparts, they're still essential to helping others and working as a team. Today I would like to recognize two sidekicks. First, we have Barbie Beck-Welchick and her therapy dogs, who are excellent sidekicks. And our second sidekick is Lori Morgan, for without her help, this event would have never happened. The Elixir Award. No, I Googled it. So Elixir is not a famous superhero, but he is part of the X-Men team. His superpowers are the ability to heal others and cure others, and to calm nerves in stressful situations. Our Elixir is Beth Ball, who graciously took on the role of complementary therapy coordinator when we needed her most. Congratulations. The X-Men Team Award. There are many famous teams in the realm of superheroes, but the most famous has to be the X-Men for their dynamic makeup and ability to work together to help others. The recipient of the X-Men Team Award is the Family Support Team at LRH. So would Chris Van Bergen please accept this award on behalf of your team? And if there's any members with us tonight, would you please stand and accept the round of applause? Thank you. So up next, I'm pleased to welcome Jean and Karen Clark. They are here to present the Peg and Jean Clark Award. And I do ask that the recipients of this award come to the podium. So please join me in welcoming Jean and Karen.
Hi, everybody. It's nice to be here tonight with my, everybody says beautiful, so I'll say really, really smart wife, Karen. We're representing our family. We're the last on the agenda, I believe, so it's our job to make sure those that haven't snoozed get out of here before you do. And I want to also just, before I read some comments here on the winners of the award, mention that, like Bill, we're originally from this area, and we're away for 30 years, almost 30 years in a career, and we're happy to have retired now and be back in the area. So it's like Groundhog Day a bit for me. I go to the store and somebody goes up and says, "Hey, Gino," and I haven't a clue half the time. And I'm finding out, nor do they look, I look the same to them. My sisters, Deb and Pam, were part of this award past years. They can't be here tonight. This is, we've done this award now for several years, so we're representing the family. And I'm happy tonight to present the Peg and Jean Clark Volunteer Recognition Award. Volunteerism was always extremely important to our folks, both personally and professionally. They spent their careers working for the YMCA, so they realized the significance of people donating their time and their talents. The success of many YMCA programs depended on the strength and the sheer number of its volunteers. So when they retired, they focused their energies on giving back to the community that had given so much to them. They volunteered at their church, Mom in auxiliary and Dad as warden for several terms and lifelong choir member. They continued their YMCA work as volunteers in various district and statewide programs, and they volunteered at the hospital, serving at the front desk, gift shop, fundraising events, and any other capacity needed. They gave endless hours and energy to help support many causes, for they realized the gift of time was valuable and worthwhile. After we lost Mom and Dad in 2008 and 2011, the three children felt a volunteer award would be a wonderful way for them to be remembered. They so deeply believed that volunteers were a key ingredient to building a strong organization, and I know they would be happy to see appropriate recognition given to those as deserving as this year's recipients. So the 2014 Jean and Peg Clark Award. Ed and Burl Clary. We're just meeting now. This was a surprise, so we couldn't say it earlier.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Here we go. Yes. Oh, we might as well have this too. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. There's a picture there too. Oh yeah. You want to go? Okay. Thank you. Come on up here.
You can turn around and get your picture taken real quick.
Thank you very much.
Come on. No, you're not done yet. There's still four of them not on her sleep, so we're gonna. They're the recipients of the Jean and Peg Clark Volunteer of the Year Award, and they truly make a difference to Littleton Regional Healthcare and are dedicated to serving their local community. Burl started volunteering at Littleton Regional Healthcare in 2007 and has a total of 1,314 and a half donated hours. Ed started volunteering in 2003, totaling 1,462 hours donated to the hospital. So collectively, they have contributed 2,776 and a half hours to our organization, plus whatever might have happened since we wrote this. So, Burl serves on the Littleton Regional Healthcare Auxiliary and is bookkeeper for the hospital's Moose Ledge Gift Shop and Mini Moose Gift Kiosk. Her volunteer responsibilities for the gift shop include the overall management of the banking, such as financial reconciliation, management of the cash register and credit card machines, banking deposits, payroll deduction, bill payment, and management of the checking account. Burl also works a shift at the Mini Moose Gift Kiosk. Other volunteers call Burl's work invaluable, tremendous, and essential to the operations of the gift shop. Ed volunteered at the hospital's front desk every Thursday morning, providing excellent customer service to patients and visitors. His duties include checking patients in for procedures, offering directions and information, providing wheelchair transport for those in need, etc. Ed also serves in the afternoon or as the afternoon driver for the hospital's caravan, providing free transportation services for local community members as part of the hospital's commitment to improve access to medical care and services. On more than one occasion, Ed has gone above and beyond, working longer hours in order to provide transportation for someone in need. Other volunteers call Ed very helpful, a hard worker, and dedicated to his duties. So it's with great pleasure. Please join us in recognizing Ed and Burl for their efforts as this year's winners of the award.
Oh, okay.
Sure, they're going to let you keep it and make another
She
one.
didn't
I
bring
don't
a
know.
camera.
Thank you very much. So we'll hang this on the wall for you.
Okay.
Well, that concludes the awards presentation for tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you, my true superheroes, for coming out. You truly make it a joy to come to work each and every day. So travel safe home, whether it's teleporting or flying, whatever superhero power you may have, and have an excellent night. Thanks again.